Episode number 2. So, what is investing in and of itself? When most people hear the term investing, they immediately think about stocks going up or down, or people losing all their money in one trade, charts and numbers and whatnot. But when I started researching it, I realized it was way more simple than it's made out to be. Investing essentially is just a process of putting your money into something with the expectation that it will grow over time. Now, when I say something, that can refer to multiple different things. That can refer to a real estate asset, that can refer to a stock. And a stock is essentially a place where you can buy shares of a company. For example, Tesla, Apple, or Google, very well-known companies that you can buy a share of or a percentage of that company in hopes that it'll do well in the future. And I think the biggest thing to emphasize here is that there's no such thing as a guaranteed return. And it's very often that people do lose actually a lot of their money. And but I think you can mitigate that risk if you strategically know how to invest in long-term options and making the right choices at the right times. And also only putting up a certain amount of money that you're okay with actually losing. When you start to invest a certain amount of money that you're uncomfortable with losing, then it starts to become a form of gambling. And what I want to emphasize is that this is not gambling if you're making logical decisions based on market behaviors and psychology. Obviously, there is nothing that is guaranteed. However, you can greatly increase your outcomes and chance of making some money in the future if you know how to position yourself well. Now, that kind of brings me to another kind of topic about how investing is not about the quick wins, but the long-term gains over time. I found that the people who make the most money over time are not the people that you see, making those trades and winning, or not winning, or getting hundreds of thousands of dollars off of a single trade that they executed in a couple of hours. The people who make the long-term gains and are the safest are the people who invest over several years. And a lot of research suggests that these individuals will go on to have greater gains in their whole portfolio over time, because the risk associated with day trading greatly outweigh the risk that of long-term investing. And I think that shift in perspective is incredibly important, that it's not about the quick gains, but it's more about investing over time and accumulating your wealth.